Last time on Trails in the Sky, first chapter, we defeated the bandits and then explored this airship that is currently non-functional. And eventually I will go the way I'm supposed to. This time we're going to do what we did in last time and explore that abandoned mine a bit. Never mind. Huh? What the heck? Great, now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad since I've saved us the trouble of having to contact them. It's that damn army commander, isn't it? We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shit. We're gonna get slapped. Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. Yep, it is him. General Morgan. Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to be insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Why'd I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happened to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape, and there were no hostages to be found here. It looks like the truth has come out. Most likely, you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute here, how about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly. Alright man, take them into custody. I guess we're not exploring the abandoned mine after all? Well damn. Maybe I'll make it back up there, but I'm guessing I probably won't. Oop. The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say? If the army's managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh? Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early." If I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant, which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you want to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, I'll never get caught, which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Why don't you... Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Huh? Did you just say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. It's the blonde-haired guy, isn't it? Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My illustrious voice should be recognizable to anyone. It is. Could this unfounded self-confidence and kind of absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. Damn it. To think we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bob's. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean, higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we'd just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We really don't care to know. You talked so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done, and I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose Market and then moved on to the Antero's restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill, so I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant. That was to cover your bill, wasn't it? That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. Ah, a musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. These conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sub story begins. That night, I'd been enjoying a plate of sauteed duck I'd had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious, in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay? From the year 1183? That's a legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira. 500,000 Mira? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Ah, such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. After having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Snore. Idiot. Pardon? But did my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a and even assuredly misheard idiot coming from yourself. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me while after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? No, they're not. They don't give a damn about you. God damn it. Hey, you three, get up. I'm tired. What's wrong? What? Are you trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early, even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? You're the mole, aren't you? You're releasing us so that we look like runaways. Why, all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Hey, Maybell. Maybell! Whoa, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell yourself. You better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mother? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but... I don't know Cassius Bright, the racer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it, so that's why I had braces, because Cassius left the army for me. You have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for braces may stem from Cassius leaving the army, from the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is our lives were such a pain because of Dad. That dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation is taking a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, what could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable. How pitiable. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Hope so. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Ha! Indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. But you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the General for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes us to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were released. I'm sorry, what? It's like a stroke of bad luck. Wait, is that meant to be Scarizard? In the bottom right there? I don't think her model has rendered correctly. Haha, please don't lay on the confidence so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without being a single mirror. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm gonna have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think you'd mind a bit. He sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these three braces in their work? Ah, could you ever? No. Please, no. So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this? Oh, that's what it is. Her head is turned to face the mayor, and the red was blending into the shed just right. That looked like she had bunny hair instead of the headband. Okay, yep. Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident you won't be a drag on our work or our safety? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic, but of course I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand? As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then, we'll use you for your work. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Of course, I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be assured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary over the South Block. A weapon shop and oval factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. The unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in there, so just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? And he's back in that party. Welcome back, Olivier. Yes. Okay, South Block. Oval Factory. Looks like the store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess it's in time to talk about business deals. My factory, and all my goods they're gone. I've got to report this either to the army or the Brazier Guild ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. Of course, you scam me. Can't believe these sky bandits managed to circumvent our search and just walked right into town and burglarized a bunch of places. We were really outdone this time. Um, that's fine. Actually, can I head back? Nope. I need to actually do my job here first. I was shocked when I heard the South Block was being hit by burglars. Verano's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries. But it's at times like this that makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Morano brought Simon over to watch the house. Now we've got burglars running amok in the city? I swear, what's happening to Bose? I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do the homework on the city. I mean, presumably they have the motivation. You brace your teeth to ask a few questions yourselves. This is a mess for the both of us, I tell you. Yeah, seems like it. We don't have our questions soon enough, so we're good little children, sit tight. You deserve a good slapping. That's that one. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an official investigation. Move it along. I mean, I wasn't trying, but I guess I accidentally was. General Morgan may be stubborn, but he's running the show, and he's a very capable leader. I wouldn't expect any less from the man who defeated the Imperial Army in the war a decade ago. What gets me is why he's having so much trouble this time around. Well, you see, he's dealing with us. Damn it! My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals. And they took off every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why did this have to happen to me at a time when there was hardly any goods around to begin with? Are you the braces we heard about? Since the mayor's asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the army's investigation. Be quiet, Scarazard. Where haven't I checked? Ah, here we go. Yay! This one turned out really cute. Yeah, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like the two of you are on the trail of the scoop again. It's you kids. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday, but it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really nice shot of your arrest had we been there. It really does me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business? Anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues, too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. See, that does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered the town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence in Bowes Market are right through the west gate. It seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh, right, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. Disgusting if it's such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm seeing a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Wow, looks like the burger was made up of nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Okay, but we're going to continue exploring the South Block and continue the main story next time on Trails in the Sky, first chapter. See you then.